in unearthing the truth.
But only one thing. Sorry, only one thing, Your Honor. Kindly confirm that you all arrived at that place at the same time.
Yes, Your Honor.
What time did you arrive there?
We arrived at around 04:45.
04:45. Your senior, Mr. Ekiru Lobun, says he arrived, or you arrived at 5 from his statement.
No, we arrived at around 5.
Yes. So it's not. So you never arrived at
5 the time we left the station.
So you arrived at 5. So you discount your earlier position, yes?
Around.
So what happens to your earlier position? You want to discount it? That you arrived at 4:50? 30, sorry?
That's the time we moved from the station.
Okay, Mr. Samson Tunui says you arrived at 15 hours. That is 3 a.m.
I can't account for this.
Was he there? Was he with you?
He was present.
He says you arrived at 3 a.m.
I don't know.
Mr. Asumani says you arrived at 6.
I can't tell you.
Mr. Daudi Washira says you arrived at 5:40.
I don't know
Mr. David Kenyanjui of number 243724 says you arrived at 4:40.
I have not gone through their statement.
Are you embarrassed by the inconsistencies?
I am not.
Thank you.
Ndugu yangu, ile pilo ilifunguliwa kwa njia gani kutoa hiyo bunduki?
Pardon, repeat your question.
Pilo ile ilifunguliwa kwa njia ipi kutoa lile bunduki ama kiigo cha bunduki? Mlirarua?
Mimi sijapata swali lako.
Tulia. Take it easy. That pillow, the pillow in question, was it opened by tearing or by opening as if to get the gun out?
Your Honor, the pillow had no zip.
It had no zip. Was it fastened at the corners? It was not. So how did you extract the gun?
Yeah.
How did you extract the gun then?
We just removed the...
Did you tear it? Did you tear it?
Just removed. It had
an opening. It had an opening. Thank you. Now, you got into this place and arrested, rather commandeered the second accused, Daudi, right?
I don't speak loud.
I'm very loud. You got into that place and commandeered Daudi, who was the gatekeeper, correct?
Commanding.
Nani mlikutana naye wa kwanza pale mlipoingia?
That is
Daudi Chege.
who was manning the gate.
And after that, Daudi Chege was in your custody until 19 when I got him out from this court, correct?
I am not aware whether...
I am informing you that I got him out of this place on 19.
I'm not aware.
Thank you. Now he was in custody for a total of 7 days.
I'm not aware.
You are not aware of that. Now, during these 7 days, the reason why they were detained was to be processed while investigations were underway. Correct? Why are people detained pending arraignment or pending plea?
Pending further investigation.
Pending further investigations. During this process, are they normally taken through finger processing? For instance, were their fingers taken while at Bahati police station?
You want to know the process?
I'm asking you, were their fingers taken?
I don't know.
You don't know. Were your own fingers taken?
My finger?
Yes.
No.
They were not taken. Did you touch that item?
Which item?
The toy gun?
Yes.
Thank you. Are you aware whether chairman's fingers were taken?
I'm not aware.
You are not aware. Are you aware of him being processed during that detention period from 12 to 19? You're not aware of chairman's fingers being taken?
As I said from the beginning, I'm from the police station.
Sorry, it's called Mr. Maina Njenga. Now, other than your fingers and other than you touching that material on that date in the morning, do you have any evidence to show that he touched that gun? Any?
I don't.
Thank you. Also confirm that you are the first person of these 20 and the two of them who had an encounter with that gun that morning.
I can't confirm.
You can't confirm.
Because we were left from the house by
Now, you talked about the car and you said your role was to go into the house. Are you aware the KCR 500-555S was inside the house? Not in the compound, it was at the basement in the parking, correct? Could you confirm whether it got in there on that date? You can't confirm. Did you ask how long it had been there? Now, which police officer drove that vehicle out of that basement parking?
I can't remember.
You can't, but they were your colleagues. Thank you. You still remember everything clearly and vividly? You still remember everything vividly and clearly, but you definitely want to forget that somebody drove that vehicle, correct? Amongst your colleagues who drove the vehicle, did you drive it?
Yeah.
Did you drive the vehicle to Central Police Station?
No.
How did it move to Central Police Station?
Was it driven by the police?
But you don't remember the officer.
I can't remember.
The smaller vehicle KK, who drove it?
I can't remember the officer.
Who gave them the key for that smaller vehicle?
I can't remember.
When you got into this compound, were there skid marks for any vehicle getting in?
The one I can't remember.
You can't recall. Was it necessary?
It was not necessary.
It was not necessary. You also say that the second accused, Dowdy, he was a caretaker.
He was the caretaker.
So how was he a visitor in the same home he was taking care of?
I said from my statement that
Yes.
the child
Yes.
was the watchman.
Was a watchman.
Who was manning the gate.
Was he also a visitor?
No, he was not a visitor.
Who else was a visitor in that home?
I can't remember.
You can't remember. Did you have a visitor's book for that home?
I can't.
You can't recall.
I can't remember.
For how long had they been in that home?
I don't know.
You didn't interrogate that as an officer.
That was the role of the investigating officer.
When you got in there, were you in uniforms?
Officers from the police station were in full uniform.
They were in full uniform.
Yes.
Were they in military fatigue? You have the police fatigue?
But
You are standard cover fatigue?
we were just wearing just the normal police uniform.
Which is jungle green? Blue? Blue.
Yes,
Do
sir.
they have pockets?
Yes, you want.
What size of the pockets?
I can't say.
You can't tell. A uniform you put on every day?
Yeah?
A uniform you put on every day, you can't tell the size
You
of the
want
pocket?
to know the measurement?
Yes, you can't tell.
Yes, sir.
Can that item fit into your pockets?
They can't fit.
It can't fit.
Yes, sir.
Can it fit on your straps or on the waist?
They can't fit.
It can.
Yes.
Thank you. When you got into that compound, did you do a check at the gate before you got in with them to confirm what you're carrying in? Not a foreign item entered into that compound. Mlipoingia pale, kuna mtu aliwacheck kwa gate?
Ukiangalia kwa gate.
Gateman aliwacheck kwa gate? So you are the people who carried these foreign items into this compound. Confirm that.
That's not true.
That's all.
Mr. Kinyanjui.